So the other day I got home and as usual there were a whole bunch of flyers on my floor, a lot of them from the takeout shops where they give you like these little booklets that have these specials for you to go and pick out on their delicious junk food. And there happened to be one from Domino's Pizza. And I saw something on the menu that looked really good, and I hadn't eaten any sort of junk food in ages, and I thought, you know, it's about time to treat myself to something like a bit of pizza. So I had a look through the book. I found the pizza that I wanted, and then I thought to myself, maybe let me do a bit of investigation quickly to see what the damage is going to be of this pizza and if I can fit it into my sort of diet or my food for the day. So I went online and I looked up the calories of a medium pizza, and I was shocked to find out that it was about 1,840 calories for one pizza, one medium pizza, and that's almost, you know, the daily calorie count for a normal person. So I thought to myself, God damn it, I really want pizza. You know, I got myself in the mindset, you know, I need to have a piece of pizza. It looks good, I haven't had it in a while. So I thought to myself, there's got to be a way for me to fit this into my diet so that I can have the pizza. So I did a bit more digging and a bit more investigation, and I managed to find 3 hacks or tips that I could use to fit the pizza in and actually lower the calorie count by half, meaning that the damage of the pizza wouldn't be 1,840 calories but only 920 calories, which is great. So today the purpose of this video is just to share those tips with you so that you can include pizza into your diet and not have to skip on it altogether. So let's get to it. So the tips that I've got for you are going to make something like this possible without doing any damage to your diet or minimizing the damage that it does without you having to feel any guilt about ordering pizza. So tip number 1 is order a thin crust, right? You should see this on the menu. I ordered from Domino's and they have the option for changing the crust from a regular crust to a thin crust. Tip number 2 is to ask for reduced fat cheese, right? Normally they give you this high fat cheese on the pizza as standard. There should be an option on the menu to replace that with reduced fat cheese, and that's going to make a huge difference to the number of calories in the pizza. And finally, the third tip that I have is you can pick one of two. Number 1, order a smaller size pizza, or number 2, get a pizza with ingredients like vegetables or chicken on, rather than the higher fat ingredients such as pepperoni, which have a lot of oil and a lot of fat in them. So those are my 3 tips. One extra bonus tip also is sometimes the pizza comes with this high fat dip. Avoid that and don't eat that. So those are my 3 tips, and if you apply those, you can take the calories almost half of a pizza. So this pizza went from 1840 down to 920 calories, and if you only eat half a pizza, that's only about 450 calories, and that's something you can easily fit into your diet guilt-free and still, you know, eat a lot of the normal foods you would throughout the rest of the day. Now, what do you do if the company that you're buying your pizza from doesn't have those options? With Domino's, they had those options on the menu and you just had to ask for them or even just click for them when you order the pizza online. But now what if you're buying from a pizzeria that doesn't have those options? Well, it's pretty simple. Number 1, you just ask them to make a thin crust if you don't see it on the menu. And most of the time, they're going to accommodate you for this. The second thing you can ask them to do is to replace the cheese with reduced fat cheese. Now, some pizzerias aren't going to do this, and if that's the case, then all you do is you ask them to use a little bit less cheese, or you ask them to use half the cheese that they normally would, right? And that's going to help lower the calories on the pizza and the fat as well. And finally, you can also ask them not to spray loads of oil on the pizza, which a lot of pizzerias do, and that will also decrease the fat and the calories on the pizza. So there you have it. 3, actually even more tips to help you include pizza if you're on a diet. I know you might have seen these other tips and tricks online, like you can use a serviette to blot the oil on the pizza, and that's pretty ineffective. So I hope these 3 tips are a bit more practical and a bit more effective so that you can actually have pizza in your diet, because I know I certainly enjoyed mine without it doing too much damage, and I'd love to, you know, share that experience with you and let you have the same opportunities. So enjoy your pizza. You know, as always, eat responsibly, and I'll see you next time.